Welcome to Coffee Shop Topics.
This week, we continue to discuss the fiasco at Mawa Medical Center. We can see that the issue has now become a blame game between political figures. MCA is accusing the government of not taking care of patients' welfare, whilst the government is defending their actions and warning MCA not to make the government the scapegoat. They can fight, but patients are dying. Anyway, we have a question for MCA. Why is MCA accusing others when they were the ones who managed Mawa Medical Center? By right, MCA owes the rakyat a lot of explanation since MCA started Mawa Medical Center using public's money. Why is Datin Chua Lai Ping, the chairman of Mawa Medical Center, not providing any explanation on the financial losses of the medical center? Just in case you do not know, Datin Chua is the wife of the late Langyeow who started Mawa Medical Center with a matching grant from the government. We must remember that money from the public was used to set up Mawa Medical Center. It is reported that Mawa Medical Center owes 30 million ringgit. So much of money missing, why is there no investigation? Anyway, you think people do not know the dirt that happened inside Mawa Medical Center? All this is the result of greed and lust for money by some people from MCA. Up until 2015, Mawa Medical Center had received financial aids as much as 18.14 million ringgit. What happened to all that money? Even though Mawa received funding from government to buy equipment, they continue to take loans amounting to 11.5 million ringgit from banks purportedly to buy those equipment. The ridiculous part about all this is that most of the equipment that was allegedly purchased cannot be located or found at the medical center. Where did all the equipment go? There was also a press conference held by Wong Sen Loong, during which Wong had openly disclosed that he helped the medical center siphon out money. The press conference was held at Kwong Wah Yit Po in 2017. Wong Sen Loong was allegedly engaged to help siphon out money from Mawa Medical Center. Between February to October 2015, he siphoned out a total cash of 2.8 million ringgit. Some amounts totaling 1.1 million ringgit were transferred to personal banking accounts of individuals without any valid reason. Cash were also withdrawn from the bank account of Mawa Medical Center by Datin Chua Lai Ping and by Wong Sen Loong on behalf of Datuk Yao. Total cash taken out was 395,000 ringgit. With such disclosure from Wong Sen Loong in an open press conference, why is it that the MACC and the authorities are not investigating? And now for the finale. There are so many unfair clauses inside the agreement between Mawa Medical Center and Intellectuaria Sdn Bhd. Before that, just to recap, Intellectuaria Sdn Bhd is a management company that is managing Putra Specialist Hospital. And the CEO of Putra Specialist is Chong Mei Lee, who is a member of the AP's leadership committee. Some of the clauses in the agreement between Intellectuaria and Mawa are outright suspicious. Why is it that Intellectuaria is given the right to replace council members of Mawa Center after a 2-year period? Why is Intellectuaria given the right to instruct Mawa to purchase the hospital land from the government and then have the land transferred to Intellectuaria? Hey, that is government land meant for the hospital and not for Intellectuaria. Intellectuaria is supposed to be a management company. Why do they need to own land? If the land is transferred to Intellectuaria, they can pretty much use the land for other profitable purposes later on. Why is it that Intellectuaria is allowed to be the sole signatory of the banking account? Let's not forget, part of the hospital belongs to the public. Shouldn't the banking account be operated on a joint signatory basis? Why is it that Intellectuaria is given the final say if ever there is a dispute in management fees? That would mean Intellectuaria becomes the king of Mawa Medical Center. There is no longer any check and balance. Why is it that additional bonus payments for intellectual are calculated based on unaudited accounts? That would mean intellectual can technically manufacture whatever amount of profit it wants in the management accounts so it can have the bonus payments that it decides. And it would not stop the bonus payments being made if audited accounts later shows the center making a loss or lesser amount of profit. And why is it that 5 properties belonging to Mawa Medical Center are written off as collateral to intellectual? By the way, I believe the Health Ministry is supposed to be part of the council in Mawa Medical Center. For the agreement between Mawa Medical Center and intellectual to be executed, it would have logically required the Health Ministry's consent as well. And the Health Ministry agreed to all this? First, they let MCA people suck out all the public's money from Mawa Medical Center. And now, they are letting intellectual suck out every last drop of asset in Mawa Medical Center and along with it, the future of the people. The Health Ministry has a representative seat on the council of Mawa Medical Center since the beginning until now. The Health Ministry has been involved throughout the years that Mawa has been operating. Therefore, the Health Ministry should be able to answer all the questions posed in this video. MCA started Mawa and continued to manage Mawa until now. Therefore, MCA should also be able to answer all the questions posed in this video. One more thing, in reality, Mawa Medical Center does not provide free treatment. They charge subsidizing corporations for treatment provided to patients. So, logically speaking, Mawa should not be making losses and owing 30 million ringgit. So to all the political guys involved, we demand answers. MCA mismanages public funds in Mawa. Individuals from MCA is rumored to have siphoned out money from Mawa. The Health Ministry, being a member of Mawa Council, offered no explanation about the financial issues at Mawa. Wong Sen Loong volunteers incriminating evidence and testimony about funds being misappropriated in Mawa, and yet no investigation was launched by MACC or any authorities. Money is used to purchase equipment that cannot be found or located. Again, no action taken to investigate. Health Minister orders Mawa to be closed but does nothing to offer explanation on why Mawa incurred losses despite being heavily subsidized. Health Minister says renal patients are redirected to other treatment centers, but have they considered the ability of patients to pay expensive rates and the capacity of other renal centers to cater for the patients? MCA only knows how to take advantage of the issue for political mileage, but does nothing meaningful to preserve Mawa Medical Center as a non-profit center. Also, MCA does not even step out to offer explanations on how Mawa Medical Center incurred so much of losses under their management and address the allegations of misappropriation of funds. MACC and the authorities with powers to investigate have done nothing. The agreement with intellectual is so lopsided and unfair. Mawa Medical Center is being robbed clean in broad daylight. And why is the government not selling off some of the properties of Mawa Medical Center to raise funds to save the center? And why can't the Health Ministry, the Mawa management and the state government work together to solve the issue? It is only a 30 million ringgit debt, not 1 trillion ringgit. Remember, we are watching you. The rakyat made Pakatan Harapan the new government. But if the new government does not buck up, the rakyat can fire the government in the next election.
One more thing that I wish to point out. Can someone please stop ministry officials from making idiotic comments? When Dr. Lee, the Deputy Health Minister, was told about 2 patients dying as a result of the closure of Mawa Dialysis Center, his reply was that kidney patients dying was a natural process. Can someone please teach Dr. Lee to be more responsible? Thank you for watching this video. Do visit the link above for more information. Semoga Malaysia Maju.